this man as hard as I've ever hit anyone. Like back of the head, bam! And I felt him stop. The whole head turn and everything. Okay, I've been in this long enough to know, like, now I'm the bad guy. So I'm like already doing this, and I can see myself on the screen, like, oh, all of a sudden he just bam around the neck, and I'm thinking, oh, well, I'm going up. And he just kicked me in the knee. Okay, kicked him in the knee. He lets his hand go, and his hair's all hanging in his face. And he goes, drop kick. So I literally, I jump up, I drop kick him. He takes a bump. Everything about this guy is about giving back. Absolutely did not need to do that.
Brock had a private locker room. I knocked on the door. My Enzo outfit looked like Ken. They opened the door and no one came over me. I just looked at Brock and I said, hey man, I figured I'd jump up on an apron like you do, and then I'll get in the ring and I'll just run at you as fast as I can. Whatever happens, happens. Brock Lesnar just looked at me like, shook his hand, got out of there, had no idea if I was going to get suplexed 30 times. I didn't know what would happen. But bro, I went in, I ran at him, took my head off, and he threw me right out. I was like, thanks, bro. What an easy night at the office.
There was a time in London where DX was selling glow sticks. The main event was me and John Cena. Come to the ring, start doing my promo, and some dude hits me in the eye with a glow stick. He hit me in the eye hard and hit me off. And I was like, go ahead, everyone start throwing stuff at me. Come on, what do you got? And you can go on YouTube. There is a snowstorm of these glow sticks. After the show, I was told by Johnny Ace that Stephanie wants you fined and she wants you suspended. I'm like, well, Stephanie's not my boss. I don't give a shit what Stephanie wants. And I called Vince and I cut a promo on the answering machine. You're going to fine me and suspend me for getting heat? I said, bring it on, MRF, come on. And he just texted me back with a little smiley face and said, calm down, Junior. The next day, he didn't even mention it. He's like, yeah, of course you got heat. He's like, there's no problem. And I'm like, okay.
Big Show told the producer it's gonna work. He said, do it, and I can't wait to tell you guys it's wrong. And then when his foot went through that table, his face, to this day, people think they used the B word.
Yeah.
I'm like, great. Yeah, not, but
Wrong, pal.
I saw a clip, a couple of days ago where he did the whole setup and everything.
The WWE commentary were like, oh, nod to Roman Reigns. And then he took to Instagram and posted a photo of you to make
sure we get him.
You okay, Damo?
Yeah.
You still frozen for a while. I don't know if you can hear me. I can't hear you. I'm looking at my phone. I got people asking me, are we... Hello?
Man, this is weird.
Yeah, I got people texting me, asking me, are we on or not?
It looks like we're on, but it don't look like we're on. I can't see my camera or my microphone ain't working. It's just like I got all kinds of technical issues going on right now.
Yeah, because what I see, you're just frozen.
Yeah, it's just hold on, like my camera, I can't even turn it on, the USB one or the laptop. And then the microphone keep coming in and out.
Yeah, because I can't hear you at all. So I don't know. You're frozen. I can't hear you. Can you hear me when I talk?
I can hear you, but it's moving real slow.
Got you.
Yeah, this is wild, man. I've had issues with like this platform, but nothing like that. Like it won't play the intro or nothing.
I'm telling everybody. Yes, all right. You know, technology, there's pros and cons with it, my friend. You know, you never know what you're going to get day by day with technology.
This is wild, though, Sky. I've had this up an hour before showtime. Your screen stopped unexpectedly.
Yeah.
What's it even doing? What are they talking about? Yeah, this ain't, man. This is not doing anything I needed to do. I'm disappointed. my mic is muted. It should be muted. Yeah, this is crazy, man. It's like, I got all kind of technical issues. And this microphone, I can't figure out why my microphone is doing this.
Yeah. Well, do you think you might have to just turn everything off and just reboot it, restart it?
Man, I'm going to try that right quick.
Okay.
I'm going to go out and come back in.
Okay.
Cause oh shit!
They're saying I'm live and I have 2 people watching. I don't know what.
Yeah, it was saying we was live, and I'm like, it wouldn't even let me. You know how I play that intro song and then the intro.
Right.
You know the intro they got, then our intro. It wouldn't even let me do that. So I went out and coming right back in.
What's up, Levi? We getting it together, my friend. We trying to get it together. Well, we are live because people are talking. Okay, you can see me. Thank you. We trying to get it together. Little technical difficulties, everybody, but give us a second. I hope everybody's having a good day. Welcome to the Nashville Caveman podcast. My co-host Damo, he's getting some things together behind the scenes. So, yeah, chat with me. Tell me how everybody's doing. If you're here watching and you can chat, so I can give you a shout out. Talk to me. How's your days going? How did everybody's Father's Day go over the weekend? As y'all can see in the back, my Sky Black #1 cheater sign. I mean, I guess I'm a cheater, or maybe not. Hell, I don't know. If you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. Always remember that, John.
So it's showing that it is live.
No, yeah, I have people looking at me and chatting. Yes, it's just on your end. It's
I'm back on here.
Half your face is gone.
Damn, it looks like we got 7 people watching that mode.
Are you on your lunch break, my friend? Enjoy your lunch break. Huh? What's up, Roy? How have you been, my friend? It's good to talk to you.
All right,
come on, computer.
Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me, Sky?
Hold on. Yeah, I can hear you now. I just can't see your face. Your camera has blocked off your face. All I can see your shoulders down.
Yeah, it's me, and now my camera fell all the way up. I don't know what this is. Wait a minute. I think I do know what it is. I know what they did. Hold on, Sky.
Take it one day at a time. I'm wishing you all the best in 2026, my friend. Huh? Yeah, Damo. Again,
I think they had me on the laptop. They had me on the laptop video cam. So now I'm trying to go to my USB one.
Okay.
I even just take this off and go on with the laptop one because, man, we already 30 minutes in, and I definitely wanted to have this show.
Yeah, it's like a delay. I'm hearing what you're saying over the phone.
All right, can you hear me?
30 seconds later, you're coming through the podcast.
All right. All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. We just can't see you.
We're apart together, man.
There you go.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the show because we're kind of 34 minutes out, y'all. I'm having all kind of crazy difficulties. I've had some days on the show, but I've never had this many issues. So bear with me, man. Welcome to the Nashville podcast. Aish, ready for another Tuesday, and we got a lot to talk about, man. All right, there I finally popped up to talk about. But before we do, I'm gonna roll out the red carpet for a good friend of mine that is like a brother. So now the floor is yours.
Well, I won't take too long. Thanks for everybody for joining us. You know, Tuesday is the best day of the week. This Saturday, Huntington, Tennessee, Inhumane Championship Wrestling. Me and my tag partner, Dwayne Cashman, versus Jack Diamond and Trash Can Graham. Y'all come out, support, and we're going to rock and roll this weekend in Huntington. How you been doing, Damo?
Man, pretty good, man. Figuring out the vending business, you know what I'm saying? Learning a lot really fast as far as like what people like, what they don't like. Prices are the correct prices for what product, and you know, just learn, like, man, so I could teach these girls.
Yeah.
But other than that, I just been watching the news, man. It's just been a whole lot, dude. I know I wanted to talk about this whole Carmelo Anthony case, but before I can get into that, I just want to say I think sometimes, man, we spend way too much time living our life on the internet and are way too what's going on with things that have nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sky, some of this stuff that people be on, man, I'm into politics too. But to an extent. I know to an extent I got to live my life. You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm out of here, politics going to continue to go long after you and I are gone.
Man, what you said?
And I would just get too caught up in what's going on the internet, dude. I had to catch myself and just laugh. See certain things, and then, you know, it gets you in your emotions. You see certain things, but then you like, nah, ain't nothing gonna come good of this if I say anything. So then you just be like, man, nothing at all. You just laugh at it.
That's all you can do.
And it's been a lot this week. I've been doing a lot of that this week, dude. Seeing stuff, you know, and then, you know, somebody like me who person, stuff get to me easy. Some things I'm just learning. You just laugh it off.
Yeah. I mean, you have two options. You can laugh or you can cry. So I choose to laugh. So move on.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. Kathy has the family.
Say that again.
Oh no, I was talking to Kathy. She's on here watching us. I was asking how they doing. You know, I used to wrestle her husband, Canadian kid. So I hope the whole family's doing great.
But go ahead, you know, Sky, even following that high school case, the Carmelo Anthony Austin Metcalf case.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I figured after the last time me and you talked about it, he probably didn't have no chance of being acquitted. So I just left it alone.
He definitely wasn't gonna get acquitted. You know what I'm saying? Basically, don't know the story. It was a track meet, right? And I'm guessing it was either a city or state track meet with multiple teams,
congratulations.
Right? And the teams had it set up. Now, it was started to rain, and this dude, to get out the rain, he went up under this other team's tent. The other team, players from it, told him to leave. And I get it. Because most people be like, why couldn't they leave him alone? Well, you know, when you on the road or track and field, and you got your book bag, you got personal stuff in there. You got wallets, no telling what is in there. So when you see somebody foreign under your tent with your personal belongings, of course you're going to ask, who are you? Or you're going to ask them to leave, right? Now, the common sense thing to do is once you leave somewhere that you know you ain't supposed to be, it's just to leave. But this dude, man, decided in a verbal conversation with these folks, right? And then I understand why they made it first degree. Because, man, when he told the crowd, if anybody touch me, I'm going to do this. That is, that is in the realm of first degree. That is meditated. You already telling them what you're going to do. So it's almost like you got it planned. You know what I'm saying? I know I got a strap in the book bag and Sky the security. And he's working security with some other folks. And I tell him and his co-workers, if y'all touch me, man, y'all better not touch me. Y'all touch me, y'all gonna regret it. Then that is premeditated. Y'all don't know I got a strap on me. So if I'm reaching in my book bag and I'm telling y'all do something and I'm gonna do something, then I already planned it out. I already got it in my head. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's the first mistake that he made.
How you doing? Right.
Say that again.
No, I was saying hello to Gina. We have people chatting with us. Go ahead, Dave.
Oh, cool. I actually need to be in the chat. But yeah, man. So he ended up one time, took off running, got arrested. He told him that he did it, right? And then, they set up a GoFundMe, raised for him and for his defense team, was supposed to be for his defense team, raised over $600,000, right? And instead of getting this boy a proper defense team, the parents take the money and buy houses and cars. So then they leave this dude with the prosecutor, court anointed, prosecutor. And that never go well. Hell, you might as well start crying if you get a court appointed lawyer. You might as well your life over with. So that's what he did, and he lost. And they want to appeal it. Now they got this team of super lawyers, but they want to appeal the case, but he had 35 years right now. And people are like, man, he was, he was defending himself, man. So he going to get time for the defending. In Sky, I had this conversation with somebody. Now, tell me if I'm wrong. Stop me when I'm wrong. But I know in the majority of our households, we do not teach conflict resolution solutions or anything like that. We don't teach anything about conflict resolution. If anything, if you was to go home and you was to tell your mama, hey, mom, man, such and such hit me, what's the first thing you think your mama going to say? Most of our parents going to say.
Mm-hmm. Go back out there and beat them up. And if you don't, when you come back in, you
back?
Absolutely.
So we teach violence. We don't teach, it's better to fight in court. Or it's better to, to go about it this way to cover your tracks. This way, if something go wrong, you could go and you could say, hey, well, I told this teacher, I told this principal that this was going on, and I got documentation of it. And then they go and be like, well, what did you do about it? And see, now the tables have flipped on them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was looking at this whole thing, and I'm like, this whole thing is wrong. The parents taking the defense money and going to get a house and cars. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? They're like, saying your life already over for you. We might as well live good, though. That's crazy.
And then, now the next guy that's going to be in that situation, ain't nobody going to want to do a or give money, because now they thinking that the money not going for the defense or the court fees, that's going somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So, and even if let's just say he did get acquitted, his name has been dragged through the mud so much. Who wants to deal with him? Who wants to deal with you? Sometimes it's
going to be hard for him to get a job. He's going to have to do a name change even when he come out. It's going to be hard for him to get a job. He's going to have to relocate.
That too. I mean, it's just what you can prove, and they're trying to prove that this man did not have what you said, conflict resolution training, right? He's just aggressive, right? And he didn't think
Yep.
before he acts. So even if he got acquitted, who wants to deal with somebody? Because most boxers and wrestlers and football players have anger issues. That's why they have those sports. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too many anger issues in track and field, but that's it. You said that. I guess they do. But and that's what it's going to boil down to, whether he goes to jail or get out. When you want to do business or get hired, they have to realize, well, if somebody pisses you off today, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Sky. And it's just a bad ordeal, man. The father, he let loose. Jeff Metcalf, man, he ain't had that gag order. He went nuclear, pissed a lot of people off, called dude watermelon felon and everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It seemed like to me, they're pushing really hard for a race war. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think a lot of middle class and poor people understand this. Rich people don't care about that racist stuff. They don't. They live amongst each other. They get along just dandy. Everybody at the bottom who got every other problem to worried about stuff like this. And I'm trying to figure out, Sky, how do these people even have time to protest? Because let me miss a half a day, and I'm feeling it. Let me miss a half day of work. You hear me? I'm looking at my check like, man, somebody done robbed me. They taking 2-3 days out here protesting. I'm like, where do these people get all this vacation time from? And I definitely using my vacation time to go protest.
Yeah. I guess they ain't have nothing better else to do. Because again, whether he gets acquitted or he takes to 35 years, you still got to go back to work and you still have to pay bills. So this young man has to take accountability for his actions. That's just what this is all about. You have to take accountability for your actions. There's pros and cons to every action that you do, right? And that's why they say sometimes you just take a deep breath, calm yourself down before you act, because after you act, there's no going back. You can't go back in time. You can't reverse it. All you have to do is go forward and see if was it a good decision or was it a bad decision. And in this case, depending on how you're looking at it, that was a bad decision for Carmelo Anthony. So yeah.
You know what, Sky?
What's that?
This isn't just going to have an effect on him.
Right.
His siblings got to hear about this. I mean, you uproot that.
Well, hell, if it ain't where you going?
You know what I mean? See how violent they are? See how violent their whole family violent? You don't think them kids, because kids ain't nobody more cruel than kids. They thought the adults was mean and gonna say some talk reckless to them. Wait till the kids get around him. His siblings gonna have to, they gonna have to fight.
That's true. That is absolutely true. It's a domino effect.
Yeah, your brother, man, he Jason Voorhees. I don't leave no knives around your brother. What I'm trying to figure out too is, I ran track and field, right? I'm trying to figure out what kind of knife did he have, because I seen them tools to change the cleats out and whatnot. Those are not. They make it like this dude had like they said, the track tool. Track tools aren't that big.
He made it work.
Not for that. I gotta see this tool they said that he had.
Yeah.
Because I seen track cleaning tools, and they not what they're trying to describe. I'm just gonna tell y'all, Google it. Go right now and look up cleat cleaning tools. Tools for cleaning cleats. You know, big knives in there. So I would love to
Well, whatever
see
he
this
had,
weapon that supposedly got dropped.
he made it work. That's all I can tell you. I have to agree with you because I've
He
never
sure
seen
did.
anything of track and field. So
He the
whatever he
real
did, he made it
definition
work.
of one hit quitter. And
I mean, it's not
I ain't saying that jokingly.
that somebody lost their life. I'm just chuckling because I'm with Damo. Like, hell, did he file it down a little bit? You know, like in prison. Like, how did he? But hey, I guess when you mad, you have uncontrollable strength, right? You can kill somebody with a pencil if you're mad enough.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, yeah.
You're right.
But both families will suffer, and it's just a bad situation. Something that could have been, in my mind, could have been avoided, but I won't know unless I'm ever in that situation if it could have been avoided. But I just feel bad for both parties because, like you said, all the one is going to have. What's up, Kevin? I just talked about it Saturday, huh?
But now you know what's fine?
Mm-hmm.
It should make us all realize that, man, it's always good to think before you react. No matter how angry you get, it's always better to take that 1 second, 1 or 2 couple seconds to gather yourself before you react. Because, like I was saying, Sky, a lot of us were taught if somebody physically cause you any harm, to retaliate. And that retaliation can get you just like Carmelo Anthony. Because when you lose it, you lose it. Ain't no controlling anything.
Mm-hmm.
So as a parent, you got to be careful what you teach your kid. Because a lot of y'all lead them right to the slaughter.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes they'll have to be
physical harm. You lead them right to the slaughter, man. You got to have them conversations before they are old enough to even understand these conversations.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's just about respect. They might not even have to touch you if they say the wrong thing to you. You're not teaching them how to just turn the other cheek, so to speak, and walk away.
You're right, Sky, because we have taken each other's lives on looks. You can look at somebody wrong and lose your life. There's a lot of us in the grave right now that looked at somebody wrong and man, our life over with.
Yeah. Yes, I am, Mr. Cashman. See, the problem is I had T-Dog as a tag partner. I've never had somebody as talented as you as a tag partner, so I know we're going to win. Go ahead, Dave. I'm sorry. I'm talking to the people in the chat.
No, you good.
Yeah, this is an upgrade. I'm going from T-Dog to the most powerful athletic guy in Inhumane Championship Wrestling to be my tag partner this Saturday. So I'm excited.
Nice.
But yeah.
Where is Inhumane based out of?
Huntington, but sometimes they run in Arkansas. So y'all get ready for August 8th. Higher Mania, the third one in Corning, Arkansas, right? Or Paragon, Arkansas. And Jerry King Lawler's going to be there. So y'all need to come down there and watch that. But the main headquarters is in Huntington.
Nice.
Yes.
And then, did y'all see where the 1-year-old baby lost his life? Because the mother was shoplifting in the Walmart. And so I guess when they tried to get away from the cops said that they was rearing their car was, guess one of the officers said he let off rounds and hit the mother, the passenger, and the baby.
Who hit
the baby? Lost his life. Colin.
I'm sorry, say that again. After they ran out, what happened?
So I guess they was running out of Walmart, stealing some diapers, allegedly. And when they was taking off, they was heading in the direction of some officers that felt like they were in jeopardy. Their lives were in jeopardy. So just like with Renee Good, they let off rounds in the car, took the life of the little 1-year-old baby. And I think the passenger is in critical condition and the mom is out. But all 3 of them got hit with bullets. yeah, 1-year-old baby's life gone.
I hear about that. Where did that happen?
Mississippi?
Where did it happen? Oh, Mississippi.
Yeah,
No, did
Mississippi.
not hear. And so what's going to happen is now you talking about protesting. Here we go. Now you talking about getting $600,000 lawyers because they coming because they first sued the police department, the city, the water people, the electric people for millions of dollars. Folks that even have nothing to do with it, right? But then they won't put the blame on the woman who started it. See, there's a cause and an effect. Yes, the police officer might have took your child's life, but you started it by doing a criminal activity and then trying to run away. If you would have never done that criminal activity, there would be a high percent chance you, the other person, and your child would have made it home safely. You can't predict in this world. People die every day over stuff they didn't see coming. But this was avoidable. See, like most of the stuff we talk about, Damo, is avoidable, right? It ain't like a volcano erupting and killed everybody in the city. That's just not avoidable. Sorry. But this is avoidable. If I'm going to steal diapers, I'm not bringing my child with me. If I'm going to do crime, I'm not bringing my 1-year-old with me. Do you see what I'm saying? So that way, if something dumb like that happens, my child is okay. Even if I go to jail and get shot, my child is okay. So now this woman, whether she goes to jail or not for shoplifting or not, will spend the rest of her life knowing that she got her child killed. And then maybe the friend that was in the car too.
You know the tragedy behind it all, Sky?
Mm-hmm.
The mother is about to be rewarded for being a bad mom.
Yeah, okay.
That's the tragedy of it.
That's crazy.
Because I'm quite sure she's going to get some money civilly for that child losing his life.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to get rewarded. The child's life is gone. It ain't it back, right? And then she could go off and have more kids.
And do it all over again.
Do it all over again. Be a bad mom to them too. Some dude gonna knock her up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the tragedy of it. You know,
it is.
She gonna get rewarded for it.
But even so, when you say being a bad mom, are you saying she's a bad mom because she stole from Walmart?
Anytime you take your kid to go, I mean, if you gonna go steal diapers, she got parents. She could have dropped that baby off somewhere and then go get her baby.
Right. So she a bad mom for robbing? Is she a bad mom for getting her child killed? Or is she a bad mom for putting herself in that situation to begin?
You know what?
I to the point that she had to steal diapers. There was no baby daddy. There were no grandparents. The person that was in the car with you didn't have $15, $20 to buy diapers. How did your life get to the point where you had to steal diapers?
There are so many programs and so many people willing to help moms. They help moms. They ain't going to help no dad. They'll definitely help mom, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the moms could get the kids away. And a good job, mom. You did what was great. Dad can't do that, right? And so it's a bad mom. You take your kid on a robbery anywhere, you're horrible. You're a horrible parent.
Yeah, but
if you're gonna go rob, that's one thing, right?
Right.
But you taking a baby? She took a 1-year-old. And then what was you gonna do? Even if they didn't let off rounds at the car, you're going to go on a high-speed chase with a baby in the back?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But the whole point is her decision-making in life. What brought her to where she had to steal? Is she sleeping with the wrong guy? Did she not keep a job? Like, what is going on? Was she not her bills? She didn't have a plan B? What got to the point where you had to steal to begin with? That's the problem I'm having. Because if you were struggling,
I think this, and I mean this wholeheartedly. I don't think you should be able to fuck unless you are at a certain financial level.
I've been seeing.
I think that you shouldn't be able to fuck unless you're at a certain financial level.
I've been hearing people say that,
and they got to find a way, right? Sterilize younger folks and then when they get to a certain age, then they can do what they want to do. There's too many folks that they can't even buy themselves McDonald's. And you gonna have a baby for diapers and formula and all that is as high as that shit costs? Raising the baby is expensive.
Very.
But you know, the one good thing is you got parents, and man, there's so many groups and there's so many outlets now and so many resources. It's uncalled for. You can go to the library and get this kind of help. You can get help. Even more so if you're a woman than if you're a man. If you're a man, ain't nobody coming to help your ass. I'm just going to tell you. Don't expect nobody to come help your ass if you're a man. Even if you're a single father. I had an associate, man, was a great single father. And every time they caught up to the mother to get that child support, she quit that job, take them a couple more years to find her at another job. And then she do the same thing once they catch you. So when it comes to father these ordeals, they not as, they not as helpful. Mom, man, you need diapers? I'm quite sure you could go to a church and get some diapers. Go to them, man, I'm hungry and my baby need diapers. They gonna find a way to get you what you need. The majority of churches.
Yeah, the majority.
You know?
Yeah. This is just for younger women who don't have kids. This is just a learning lesson. Don't put yourself in that position. Because, the father that we're talking about, the father of this child who wasn't there to help so she wouldn't have to steal, when they sue Walmart, the city, or the police, I bet you he'll be on camera waiting for that money to come in.
And he probably won't get a dime of it. That's the tragedy of it. Sky, he probably won't get a dime. And that's why I think these courts, they need to do better, man, with who they gonna get custody of the kids to. I don't think the mom should automatically always have custody. I think in the majority of the cases, a lot of these moms should not have custody. And not saying that a lot of these fathers are in any better position. But I think a man is more likely to get himself together when he got that kind of responsibility than a female. Because I think a lot of females already know that they got help coming regardless. Whether it be in the form of another dude or the government or some kind of program, they already know they got somebody going to throw them the bounce pass. They going to throw them assists. You know?
But see, with that being said, if they know,
should be given that custody.
Yeah. If they know
if
they
anything,
have the assist,
if I'm the baby father, I'm going after the judge that granted her custody. I should be able to take you to civil court.
Yeah. Well, see, that's why they're having the babies, Damo, because they know they have the assist, right? If I know I can have help, I can lay up and have as good babies as I want.
Man.
It's a learning lesson to you once 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Be careful about who you have kids with.
These women.
They don't even want it. Just one night stand.
They just wanted to ask.
Yep, one night stands. That's what I'm saying. A one night stand will get you 18 years of whatever.
Ain't even worth it, man.
Of course not.
It ain't worth it. I think this is why I had these conversations more with dudes. Men, y'all really gotta vet the women y'all gonna stick y'all worm in. If y'all gonna stick y'all worm in the wormhole, y'all gotta really vet the women that y'all with.
Leave them alone.
You really need to see her mental stability or instability. Because I'm just gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just your life on the line, it's your kid's life.
Yep. But I'm with you.
Your
They need to
kid gonna
find
be stuck with her. So if she hates you to the point where she can't stand to look at you, and your kid look just like you, imagine what, and they defenseless.
Well, they don't think about that at the time. That's what I'm saying. That's the issue. Nobody thinks about that at the time.
I know somebody that was doing that. Dumped their kid off on somebody else and then went shoplifting. I'm like, come on now.
I have some
Are you
stories, but
shoplifting in stores that like, yeah, like I ain't no way I'm going to jail for no Dollar General or no Dollar Tree. I'm sorry. I mean, if you gonna go stealing, make it worth your while. The Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, Dollar General, that's what we doing. Walmart.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're doing. That's how bad times have gotten.
Man,
Yep.
if you gotta steal some of this stuff, man, you shouldn't have no kids, man. I'm just saying.
And I agree
And that
wholeheartedly. That's what I'm saying.
officer, I know that officer, man. The officer that actually took the life of that baby, oh man, he gonna be having nightmares. He gonna need
He
therapy.
probably didn't know the baby was in the car.
I couldn't. A 1-year-old.
He probably didn't know the baby was in the car.
I know.
Oh,
I know he gonna need some therapy.
Heading to his deal. Yeah, all he saw was the car speeding off, heading to his deal. He thought his life was in danger. He thought he was about to get ran over. Start shooting into the car. That's it. Unfortunate chains of events has happened.
And people gonna learn to quit running from the police.
You know,
They're gonna learn.
that could have been avoided.
I got pulled over by the cops 2 weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna lie, I was speeding. I was in the Camaro. There's a car in front of me going slow, and I whipped around the car because I got aggravated. And you know, going down my street, there's a downhill. A portion of it was downhill, and the cop pulled me over. So, and then when the cop pulled me over, I basically told him, he was like, well, you know why I pulled you over? I was like, I'm guessing for speed. And he was like, yeah, I caught you at 57 going around this car. Could you tell me why you were speeding? And I was like, well, I was aggravated by this car, the speed of this car, so I went around it. But by the time I went around it, I'm going downhill. So, of course, I'm picking up speed. Now I'm going downhill, but I was braking. And I know you seen me behind you because you got behind me. So I know you saw me braking, but it just wasn't fast enough to get back to the speed limit. The cop, he asked for my license registration, took it, got the auto insurance, came back and was just like, just make sure you slow down next time. Gave me my paperwork and let me go on by my way. I'm not arguing with no cops. I'm not trying to escape from them. I'm not damn court. I just got to make sure always have my P's and Q's. And don't make a bad situation even worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think some people, man, they make situations worse. Y'all don't fight your parents. Could you imagine if our parents, and fight them the way you fight these cops, and let's see how much longer your life gonna be going on. Imagine fighting your parents like some of these folks be fighting with the cops, pulling away from them. Man, you wake up 3 days later if it was one of our parents. Could you imagine, Sky? You trying to pull away from your mama and she trying to whoop your ass? You gonna wake up a week later. Like, mama, what happened? So if if your parents gonna do that to you, what the people gonna do to you? And they done had a bad day, all day they been having to deal with jackasses, and then you the 10th one?
Mm-hmm.
These folks gonna learn quick playing with these cops.
They don't
I'd rather
think.
you just really put me right here. You know, as long as you ain't trying to plant nothing on me, you know, man, I did it. I'm guilty. Let me fight this in court.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see how bad you really want to do this paperwork. You know? And something else, guy, that day, I was dressed up. And let me tell you something. Sky, we've talked about this before. People will, man, the way people treat you will be based on appearance. Because that cop can look up basic, but he didn't know what I did for a living. He didn't know if I was somebody of importance. He don't know, this black dude, man, ain't young at all. This black dude, well dressed. And he's somebody up in the church, or he's somebody up in some kind of business. But I don't want to deal with this today. I want to get back home. So, you know, man, they're fleeing cops and fighting with cops, and man, I can't do it. Better y'all than me. I couldn't imagine, man, I don't have my kid no more because, you decide to go out and steal from Walmart some diapers.
Yep.
Some diapers. I think the baby daddy need to sue the baby mama if she get any money.
We'll have to see if he does.
Because you took the baby. You're the one responsible for taking that baby on that trip. And you're right, babe. You're right. I say that all the time. People do not realize that vehicles are deadly weapons. They are deadly weapons. There's nothing a car can't do that a gun can't do. You know? And that's why I think my road rage is so bad. Because people, the way they be driving in traffic, and I'm like, sir, ma'am, this is a deadly weapon. That's like you taking a revolver and putting a couple in the chamber and flicking it around and whatnot. This ain't nothing to be played with.
Right.
And then if you got a vehicle coming at you, you got split seconds to make a decision. You don't got minutes. You got split seconds. The other one.
Yeah, faith on diapers.
This neighbor, did you hear this neighbor in California? The New York Knicks won the NBA Finals. And so there was a fan in California celebrating. The neighbor called the cops on this on this person that was celebrating. The cops came real deep. I don't know why. But then they end up taking the life of the little dog.
Why'd they shoot the dog?
I don't know. It was a little dog. It wasn't like it was no pit bull or nothing. It one of them little,
So
Houston had a bad week.
Outside celebrating and his house celebrating. Because if he wasn't outside, he was disturbing the peace. So then how do you call the cops who's not disturbing?
It was an apartment.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because it was an apartment. And you know how it's like living in apartments. Because you know how paper thin some of these walls are. So it don't take much turning up of the volume for you to become a disturbance. Imagine that. You done lost your dog and lost their life because one of your neighbors decided to go ahead and call the police.
That's what I'm saying. That is just weird because when you call 911, when they answer and they say, "How can I help you?" Ain't you supposed to describe what's going on? Well, there's a man inside his own house celebrating that his team won the championship. Well, Is he disturbing you? Is he disturbing people outside? Why would we send officers over there because he's celebrating in his house? That's the part confusing me. So I'm thinking it must be some more stuff said.
I can tell you how that car went, Sky. That car made way more disturbing than the situation actually was. You know, made that way more dramatic than it actually was. So when the cops get there, they don't probably know what to think. Because, they're going based off of, emergency 911.
Mm-hmm.
The dispatcher.
Right.
So if the dispatcher sound any kind of frantic or panicked about it, or make the situation big, the cops probably did too. I don't know why so many of them was up on the scene, but we are talking about California.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-mm-mm.
But yeah, cops having a bad week.
So we lost a baby, an innocent baby, and then we lost an innocent dog. It's crazy. Over stuff that could have been avoided. And we have somebody about to spend 35 years in jail. All three things could have been avoided. Excuse me.
And I've been back and forth with people, Sky, about that all week.
Mm-hmm.
If you got your personals under a tent,
right,
or maybe it's just me, but I know if I had my personals in a tent, I don't want somebody that's not supposed to be up under there. I just don't.
That's true. That is true. And
so I can understand them wanting him gone because they might have wallets, you don't know what they got in their book bags.
That's true too. So you could have called if there was security. You could at least beat the guy up and threw him out, but killing him was overstepping the line. That's the issue. They're saying he went too far for just that guy being in there for not having no reason. I mean, now I guess let's say it was his house and he broke into the house. Is that a reason to shoot and kill somebody? Maybe. If you're sitting in the car with a baby and somebody's trying to break in, is that a reason to shoot somebody? Maybe. But that situation just could have been short of taking a life. Let's put it that way.
Could have stabbed him anywhere. Could have been a leg stab or anywhere.
Yep, you could have just gotten a simple assault charge. Yep, there you go. Yep.
But I would have just took the assault charge rather than a murder charge.
Yeah, 35 years of your young life gone now because I don't know.
It's team. So you figure if you're 18, you got 35. By the time you lived, that's a half a century of your life gone.
Mm-hmm. And again, I don't want to downplay Carmelo because nobody knows what you would do when you're in situations, whether they're dangerous situations or simple situations. Until you're in the moments, you kind of don't know what you would do. So that's why when we talk about these things, we're giving our audience an example of what to do if they're ever in the moment. You see what I'm saying? So he's basically like a martyr for our crowd, for our audience. Say, hey, you see what happened with him? If he's in that situation, take a deep breath, think twice before you make any judgment.
I mean, man, the biggest losers in all of this is the parent. Like, I'm sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? Your reflection of you. If other people or other things have more of an influence over your children than you failed somewhere along the way. You dropped the ball. I told my kids, I'll be damned if y'all let somebody else have more influence over y'all. I'm the one putting food on the table, roof over your head, and clothes on your back. And y'all caring about what this sucker say over here? They don't do shit for you. You got to be on these kids, man. I tell my kids, when you go out, you are not just representing you. You're representing me and your mama. Because when I be like, damn, your mama must have been terrible. When I see horrible human beings, I be like, damn, the mother and father must be horrible too.
Yep.
You know, speaking of, we didn't get to talk about this. I was so mad that New York won the finals. I was mad.
Man, that Jalen Bronson, is that his name, Jalen Bronson?
I got to give it to him.
He is a hidden gem, sometimes in sports, they already let's just take LeBron James. From LeBron James high school, before he made it to college and pros, they already knew that they were going to build him up as a superstar and a face of a league. But every now and then, there's a guy like Jalen that nobody sees coming, nobody knew. He just quietly built because I watched most of the finals. And when I tell you that man could shoot and could play and could dribble and could pass and could defend, I never knew that because I'm in Tennessee, so I don't watch a lot of Knicks games. But that guy right there is now an unsung superstar. Now he's a household name. Prior to this, he probably wasn't. But he put on a playoff run that you would have thought he was Steve Nash, Jason Kidd. You would have thought he was one of those type of guys the way he was running that team. Even when Carl Anthony Townsend, whatever, even when he was having bad days, that little young man right there was picking up the slack. Did he win MVP of the finals? Did he win MVP of the finals? Damo?
Say that again?
Did Jalen win MVP of the finals?
I think so.
Or did the other guy? Okay.
I think it was Jalen. I was so mad I didn't even watch Game 5. Because when the Spurs lost Game 4, I said series over with.
Yeah.
They was up 20-something points, 30, and lost up. Series over. I said series over, no way. You lose 30 points. You up 30 points and you lose a pivotal game, that series was over. I was mad.
Did you watch?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like New York and LA winning nothing. I can't stand New York or LA.
Did you watch?
I hate both them cities with a passion.
Did you watch most of the playoffs, Damo? Did you watch most of the playoffs?
Watch who?
Did you watch most of the playoffs?
Yeah. Until my team look, when they lost game 1 of the conference finals, I turned it off. I quit watching.
Who put?
Because you know I'm a Caveman fan.
Yeah.
So we made it all the way to the conference finals.
But Cleveland.
And we blew.
Who beat Cleveland?
We got swept by New York.
Who beat Cleveland? Because didn't Cleveland make it to the playoffs?
New York.
Oh, okay.
New York.
Okay.
And we was up game 20 points with 8 minutes and lost the game. I knew the series was over. When we lost like that, I said, this series over. It's over. Next year, I knew it was over. You know it's bad. You know you done got your ass whooped when the coaches talk about analytics. Ain't no analytics in the ass whooping. You just got your ass whooped. What analytics? What are we talking about, sir?
Who's the analytics?
That score says 113 to 75. What are we talking about, sir?
Okay.
Man, you know when you get beat down in the game over at halftime and you just got to come back out there, you done paid that price for that high-ass ticket? New York beat us down, man. I'm surprised they're not in prison right now for assault and battery.
The problem I'm having with San Antonio is I don't even know how they beat OKC because I've been watching them since the OKC series, right? Most of those games, they were up, Damo, and they would either barely win or OKC would win those games. Same thing in the NBA Finals. If you notice, all those games, San Antonio was up by halftime. The third quarter started to slip away. Then the fourth quarter, these teams would come back. I'm thinking, are they running out of gas? Are they figuring out what San Antonio is doing? Like
they got Mason men, bricklayers. Them dudes are Masons.
Yeah, by the fourth quarter, yeah, they was just dying in the fourth quarter. San Antonio first quarter, man, they be beating you by 10, 15 points. But by the fourth quarter, they barely holding on. And I didn't know what was going on with San Antonio. Because I didn't think they were gonna beat OKC, but they somehow they went past OKC. I was like, man, if they don't start closing out in the fourth quarter, they're not gonna win the NBA finals. And that's what happened. By the fourth quarter, it's just like they were a whole different team.
Yeah.
And so I didn't understand it. I'm surprised it wasn't a sweep. It was a gentleman's sweep. I'm surprised San Antonio won one of those games because they was on the verge of losing that one too.
You know, I'm not too, because at least everybody was anointing OKC or San Antonio the champions. Prove that you still got to play the game on the court because
Yes.
I mean, I didn't think it was going to lose. I don't think anybody saw them losing 4-1.
Right.
Anybody. Maybe New York, because New York crazy. They ain't special kind of special. But outside of New York, nobody saw New York beating San Antonio 4-1.
Right. Yeah. They thought it might have been a better series, but you know, San Antonio, especially with Wemby, Young, ain't no telling, you know, not the experience. But Jalen, this is his third team, right? The Knicks is his third team. And then Carl Anthony Towns,
I think so.
Second or third team. So they've had the experience and they just gel. And the role players played great too in these playoff series. So New York really had a championship team. It's just they didn't have big superstars for ESPN and all of them to talk about. And that's your problem. They was under the radar the whole time, winning games quietly in the playoffs until they got to the finals where you didn't have no choice but to talk about it because now they're in the finals. But I looked it up. Jalen did win the Finals MVP, and he earned it. When I tell you he earned it, he earned it. He was hitting big shot after big shot, and it never looked like he got tired in the fourth quarter. I mean, when he was shooting that ball, he was hitting nothing but nets. And I'm talking about 3-pointers, 19-footers, 13-footers. That man was just constantly moving, Damo. I was like, where did they get this guy from? I ain't never heard of him. But did you see the trade? You see Giannis is going to Miami?
Usually in the finals, it's always that one unsung hero.
Always.
Always. Yeah. That championship team always had that one unsung hero.
Mm-hmm. That's true. You see the trade? You see Giannis is going to the Miami Heat?
I seen that to the Heat. I was mad. I was hoping he was coming to Cleveland, but he going to the Heat. I don't know how much better it's going to make them. I think if it's all going, you know, I definitely think it makes them a championship contender. But, you know, Giannis been hurt a lot these last couple years. So it just depends on what kind of Giannis you're going to get.
That's true. That is true. But Cleveland is a really good young team, right? Really good young team. If they had maybe like a James Harden or Westbrook, somebody who just has a lot of playoff experience, I could see them getting to like conference finals and stuff like that. But hopefully LeBron might go back to Cleveland for one last hurrah. Who knows? But y'all nucleus, y'all foundation is really solid. That is a really good team.
And we good everywhere but James Harden. James Harden got arrested on gun charges, by the way, last week in Houston. I don't know why they arrested him. It ain't like he can shoot. It ain't like he can aim and shoot. Who was he going to hit?
Real jerseys. They using James Harden.
Professional basketball player can't hit a basket. So what he going to do as an unprofessional shooter? With some steel. It ain't no thing, he was going to pull a Plaxico Burress and shoot himself. Because James Harden ain't never been known for shooting.
Yeah.
He needs to cut that beard. I think that beard is what's messing him up.
That's
Probably got jelly beans and annihilator stuck in that mud.
That's probably just his look to sell jerseys.
Dig in there deep enough, ladies. Y'all might see a tampon. Might be hanging in his beard.
Ain't no telling. Yeah, but I think Cleveland's just missing that one good piece, and then they're gonna be scary in the East.
It was
They could.
scary how we would shoot that basketball. I know that.
Yeah,
I was ducking. I didn't know which way to dive. The way they was hitting that, I was like, "Damn, they're supposed to go in the basket, not on the basket."
Yeah, that's sometimes how the ball bounces.
I don't know. They knew the purpose of the game, or how to play the game.
Yeah. Some people need to go back to the fundamentals.
If anything, I'm ready for football because I'm already shocked. The Browns have already pissed me off. And leaving to the Cleveland Browns piss you off before the season gets started. How the hell we trade Myles Garrett like that? I knew it, though. I knew it. I knew they was going to trade him.
Hey, you bring it back to quarterback.
Hey, man. You Myles Garrett, you winning. You go from cold-ass, dreary-ass, cloudy-ass, and you go to L.A.? Cleveland, L.A. I'll take L.A. for 100. As long as I ain't by the poop and pee. Huh?
Where he go to the L.A. Rams?
What you say? Yeah, they traded him to the
Garrett,
Rams.
did he go to the... Okay.
He is with the Rams.
But what do you think about your quarterback? You see Deshaun Watson is
Matthew
going to start
Stafford?
y'all.
If Matthew Stafford had Myles Garrett last year, he would have had a second Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. I believe it.
They didn't get on Sam Darnold. They couldn't generate a pass rush. Not one good enough to affect the game. But with Myles Garrett,
yeah. What do you think about
Darnold gonna be having nightmares, man. I'm telling you, Garrett is a freak. He had 5 sacks in one game last season. He had 4 in another game.
What about your quarterback? Do you see Deshaun Watson is coming back?
I think he's back, but I think they need to play Shador Stevens. Or Sanders.
I thought they was going to do it for it, but for what I read, he's going to win his starting job back. I was like, why don't they, do it for it in the offseason? But from what I was reading, because they paid him so much money and he's ready, he's QB1.
Well, here's the dilemma that Cleveland is faced with.
Mm-hmm.
I think you almost have to start him, and then once he lose, once it seems like the season is lost, then you can give it to Shador and let Shador finish out the season, and then grade him based on how he finished. Now, with Deshaun Watson, if Deshaun Watson don't work out, it's the last year of his contract. You could just let him walk.
Yep.
But if Shador works out, now all of a sudden you got an extra pick. So I would take Shador. Maybe work Watson out a little bit. See if I can get anything, create any value for him. But I think, man, my future will be on Shador.
Yeah. But we'll see what they do. We'll see.
The player that we need to get rid of, I wish we get rid of, is Jerry Jeudy.
I love Jerry.
Because that man got hands like stone. He tried with stone hands.
Is that why Denver let him go, Jerry Judy? Because he played
Hell
for
yeah.
Denver.
That's why I never let him go. For a pack of peanuts and the bazooka Jim gun.
Mm.
Y'all ain't get much back for him. Y'all just want to get rid of him. And look what happened. Y'all went to the Super Bowl, didn't y'all?
Mm. Bless his heart. I like Jerry Judy, but hell, you still got to go out there and catch them balls. Like you said, you still got to go catch them.
Oh, shoot. Hey, Sky. Hey, hold me down for 2 minutes. I got to knock at the door right quick.
Okay. Yep. So for those of y'all that's still on here watching, thank y'all again. This Saturday, me and the uber talented Dwayne Cashman, we will be tagging up against Jack Diamond and Trash Can Graham. Inhumane Championship Wrestling, Huntington, Tennessee. Come down there and check us out. But yeah, NBA Finals, NFL is around the corner. I don't know, y'all. But again, the stuff that we talk about, y'all make sure y'all really heed these things. I mean, even though the third subject was about the dog down, but still the dog didn't have to die. That's crazy. That just makes no sense. The 1-year-old baby, man, go to show you life is short. That child has only been on this earth for 365 days. 365 days. No matter what the outcome of the case is, whether the mom gets in trouble for stealing, whether the cop get in trouble for killing, whatever the case may be, that child was only on this earth for 365 days, 52 weeks, 12 months. Life is truly short. Truly, truly short. So, yeah, every day you wake up, it's a blessing, and you need to seize the day and make sure you're doing everything you can to prepare yourself for tomorrow. And the Carmelo Anthony thing, man, y'all just, whoo, I understand what they were talking about, because coming out the hood, you had to show that you a man. You couldn't let nobody punk you or push you, put hands on you, this and that. So when you become an adult, you still have that same mind frame of living in the hood. Like, no, dude, if you do X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3 is going to happen. But sometimes, depending on where you at, sometimes you just have to just swallow your pride and ego and walk away. I mean, now, because he wanted to be the alpha male, the dominant guy in that situation, 35 years of your life gone. I only want to do 35 minutes in jail, so I damn sure know I want to do 35 years. That's crazy in hell. So yeah, anytime we do these subjects, and me and Damo, we give our opinions. Sometimes we debate, but when we give our opinions, it's just for y'all people who's not in that situation. It's y'all young men and women who ain't had children yet.
All right.
Just heed our warning. Oh, he's coming back. All right, Damo. Just heed our warning. Just think twice. Get your life together. Do what you got to do. You know?
All right. I am back. Had some stuff delivered to us. But yeah, man, I'm excited, man. What do you think? You guys gonna be back in the AFC? I mean, it's gonna be the AFC gonna be nice now. I like what the Patriots did and getting AJ Brown. They needed a number 1 receiver. I don't know. I think they need a little bit more, but I actually like Denver. I favor y'all this year because of y'all defense. Y'all defense was very underrated.
Yeah. I still don't know how we lost to the Patriots, but I guess because our quarterback situation, because our starter went down, and then the backup had to come in the biggest game, the AFC Championship. The biggest game for that conference, our starter was out, and we had to bring in a guy who ain't took a snap in 18 weeks and 2-3 playoff games. So, yeah, I mean, stuff happens.
And he played horrible. I mean, somebody threw him in a situation that he wasn't in.
Yeah, I couldn't have done it, so I'm not knocking him. But congratulations to you Patriots fans for making it to the playoff. But y'all played a Seattle team that's like the Legion of Boom 2.0. That's what they played. Seattle's offense is good enough to win games, but Seattle's defense was great enough to win championships. I watched Seattle through the whole playoffs, and I'm telling you, that defense looked like that defense that won back then when they beat Denver in that Super Bowl. That defense is awesome. They fly around the ball. They're young, they're disciplined, and they're smart. And I don't care who came out the AFC. Even if it was Denver, Denver was going to win that game. They wasn't going to win it. that Seattle defense, you was not going to win it. I don't care who came out. The Bills, right. Kansas City, that team was ready to win a championship. That's all it was.
Man,
so maybe this year Damo Yo go to the Super Bowl. We don't know.
Well, we ain't too far away. I think next month is the real OTA. Well, they had OTAs, but don't the real like preseason start or the practice season start this coming month, July?
Yeah, in June is when the rookies have to report to camp, and then in July you have the what do you call it, voluntary, and then by the end of July it's mandatory for everybody to come. Because the preseason starts the second week of August, something like that. I can't remember. Because there's only 3 games now. It's not 4 no more. It's 3. So something like that. Hell, I don't know. All I know is the Titans is making a mess down there with all that damn construction and stuff, putting that damn thing together. That's the only. You know what? That's the only thing that I know that for the last few seasons the Titans have been okay. They've been like a 500 team, subpar. And yet can get a brand new stadium. I've never in my life seen it. I've never seen it. Most of the time you get a brand new stadium, like the Bills. They're playing in their new stadium this year, the Bills?
I think so.
The Bills playing. So, but the Bills have earned a brand new stadium.
I believe so.
How did they get a brand new stadium? You know, how did the Titans get a brand new stadium? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Have you seen it?
Congratulations.
Have you drove past it recently? It is massive. That new Titan Stadium is massive.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it is. It is. And did you hear that Nashville is trying to get Tennessee? Mine will be a preseason because I ain't trying to pay them high. Yeah, I'll go to a preseason game. But did you hear that Nashville or Tennessee, we're trying to get a baseball team. We're trying to get a professional baseball team. So they might use the old Nissan Stadium for the baseball team if they don't tear it down. We're trying to get an MLB team here. I'm like, Nashville is already crowded. Then you trying to bring an MLB team here? Jesus. We already got soccer, football, hockey, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all trying to crowd down there a baseball team? Get out of here.
They should give us the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah.
They need to give us the Memphis Grizzlies.
Well, they probably won't because they don't want Nashville to have everything. You know, we already got most stuff, so they would probably just keep the Grizzlies where they at because they don't want Nashville to have everything. They want Knoxville, Memphis, Chattanooga. They want all these other big cities to have something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Memphis got something. Memphis got something, Scott.
What's that?
Barbecue and bullets.
Barbecue and bullets.
That's what they should be known for, barbecue and bullets.
Yep. Well, I don't go. They can have that.
Barbecue, bullets, and break-ins. That's what they do for the triple B's. Barbecue, bullets, and break-ins.
Break-ins, that's it. That is absolutely it. Yeah, you're right.
So, hey, I know we about to get ready to close this out.
Okay.
Why don't you plug me? What y'all got going on next weekend? Are y'all in Huntington next weekend?
this Saturday coming up, yes, the 27th. We're there this Saturday. So I've lost my tag partner who I was champion with, T-Dog, but it's all right because I've upgraded and now I'm gonna have a better partner in Dwayne Cashman. So we'll go against Trash Can and Jack Diamond. We'll go in there and beat them up for a while. So if y'all want to see them two get beat up, y'all come on down. You know, if you're in the Huntington, McKenzie, Henry, Paris, Tennessee area, come on down. Give a shout out to J.M. Knight and his family. They always help us out, bring it in the ring. Shouts out to you. His company, NWA, is in Paris, Tennessee, but they always come and help us. So give a shout out to them too. So yeah, if y'all want some good fun wrestling, come on down to Huntington, Inhumane Championship Wrestling.
Man, and speaking of, we 2 weeks away from the 4th already. I'm like, damn, this year is going fast. We're halfway through it.
Halfway
Lord,
through
it. I blinked. It was Martin Luther King's birthday. I blinked again. The 4th of July, 2 weeks away. I'm like, damn.
It's 2 weeks away, y'all. That's crazy. 250 years. That's crazy.
Man, you got me over here,
I know, man. Shit.
My
allergies been draining all day. My allergies been draining all day, man. I was just like, shit.
Man, you know? I worked a 12-hour shift last night, so I worked from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. I didn't really get to sleep till 8:30, and then I was back up at like 10 after 10. So I am like, it's going to take a whole lot of caffeine to get me up.
Did you have to work tonight?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, then you need to take a quick nap, my friend.
I'm going to be out. I ain't going to take me long after this. I'm going to be out for the count. You hear me? Down goes Frazier. What do you say? Down goes Frazier.
Down goes Frazier. Well, before you go, Damo, let me give a shout out.
Down. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. Let me give a shout out to the people.
Frazier.
Shout out to Levi and his company, NRCW. Yeah. Give a shout out to Griffin from NRCW up in Illinois. Shouts out to Faye. Shouts out to Roy G. I know Miss Roy G down there in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to hear from him. Shouts out to Miss Kathy Gold. They run a company called Demolition Pro Wrestling in Indiana. So if you're in the Indiana area, Demolition Pro Wrestling. Shouts out to her, Canadian kid, and their whole family. Let's give a shout out to Gina. Thanks for commenting, Gina. Shouts out to Dwayne Cashman. And that's it. So, you know, for everybody who was chiming in with us, thank y'all so much.
Thank you to all my people on Beagle that's watching. Everybody I'm connected to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So if I got anybody on Twitch, man, appreciate y'all from watching for Twitch too. All right, man. We're going to start this next week a lot sooner. I don't even care if I got to sit in the live and sit on the queue. You know what I'm saying? My computer just was like poltergeist right now. So, but I'm glad we got the show up and running. Glad you guys were here to join with us. You know, Sky, I don't know if you follow, but, you know, Carmelo Anthony did get a new legal team. So it's going to be interesting to see if they win their appeal. I don't see it, but it's going to be interesting. So, but then, you know, I know it's a whole lot going on in the news. I'm going to tell y'all, live life. Live life. Don't waste your energy on some shit that's going to be here. When you go, don't be going out. Live your life.
Going to be going out. That's true. That is absolutely true. When you dead and gone, you can't take nothing with you. No money, no computer, no cars, no clothes, nothing. So live your life. Let's live it.
That's it, man. Hey, right, we appreciate y'all joining us. Make sure y'all tune in next week, man. I'm going to post the topics probably on Saturday. by Saturday, y'all know what we're going to talk about. But and we really appreciate, and even after the show, if y'all could do us a favor, if y'all could share the live to as many people as you can, we really, really appreciate it. Hey, Sky, did you want to leave them with any last thing?
No, that's good. I just want to thank you, Mr. Damo, for allowing me to come on this journey with you every Tuesday. I try my best to send you some stuff. I don't know if you ever get it on your text messages or your
Yeah, I got trying to upload, but man, I mean, there's
Messenger.
yeah, so I got it uploaded once I figure all this out, all these glitches.
Yeah, I understand. But yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah,
it wouldn't even
we will
play my
pick back up
intro.
next.
So, look, we're going to try to lead a show on the intro. Let's see if it do it. I don't think so. Let's see.
Okay.
Nope.